Nightly Musers, followers of the pod, faithful few and hopeful many, this is Anchor by Spotify. If you haven't heard about it, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's the very platform that allows me to give you what I give you on the nightly. So let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And it gives you the ability to distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so much more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally FREE free. So here's where you come in. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That is ANCHOR.fm to get started. Thank you very much. Peace. Welcome to the Nightly Muse podcast. This is your bedridden host, Tinayeshe. I'm not totally doing this to get sympathy, but if it works, then it works. Today, well, not today, 2 days ago, I got a text at 5:18 saying, I see you being consistent. And it was from none other than Living the Dream podcast host, friend of mine, homie, fellow black man, Timmy freaking Douglas. And honestly, guys, this episode is actually the one of few content ideas I've had since, the eventful weekend I just had and all that stuff. So it's been cool because in some ways it feels like the content just kind of makes itself. Like I'll have stuff that I have ideas on, and then as I just kind of stay in the moment, they're just things that I find meaningful and worth talking about. And so there was a episode that I did where I was talking about the importance of saying, I love you. In other communities, we call it giving people their flowers. And how amongst men, we typically give people their flowers when they're dead. There's this, I think it was a video or something, where a mom was giving her son flowers or something like that, literal flowers. And she was saying, I think it's horrible that men often only get flowers when they're dead, like on their casket. And she wanted to kind of undo that. And it was kind of beautiful. I wish I could remember where I saw that, but I know it's not my idea. So at least I'm giving it credit to say that wasn't from me. But that idea of like, as men, sometimes we don't do a great job of the sentimental, fluffy stuff. We can, do the barbershop talk. We can go for hours talking about stuff that doesn't matter, but to look another man in the eye and really go in depth and tell them about how much they've meant to you as a person, how much they've meant to your family, all of those things, like when it's not just some commemorative moment where you have to, but where you just kind of call somebody and say, hey, bro, like, I love you, and you mean a lot to me. And I was about to say, I mean a lot to you. That would have been rather narcissistic. But yeah, hey, brother, I love you, and I mean a lot to you, and I just wanted you to know that. I just wanted to tell you that you inspire me, and you're one of those ones that I can call and look to and get wisdom and like a friend to lean on. And I'm just so thankful that you've been that to me. Like how often do we say that? And not to just, crap on the boys, but like as people, how often do we just, not unwarranted, but like unsolicited encouragement, just randomly call somebody up to say, hey, like, you mean something to me and I love you. Like, how often do we do that? And so I got this text from Timmy on Tuesday, and I was already starting to kind of feel like crap. I was just trying to pull it together, hold it on until I had a meeting and a wiffle ball game that I was going to for, obviously, those are very different events, but things that I wanted to be at. And I was really like, I was on E, and I was just trying to make it till the end of the day. And I saw that text from Timmy, and it just, like, I texted him back and I said, don't gas me up like this, LOL. I think I'm catching something and I've been struggling and this is what I needed. And he said, glad I could affirm you, LOL. It's good stuff. And honestly, like, I was struggling. I felt like I had a runny nose and I was just really, really tired and I just felt like crap. And obviously did not think, oh, I have COVID. I just was like, oh man, I think I just have allergies or whatever. Like, I'll be fine. I just need to power through, get to the end of the day and sleep. That's all I need. And so I do the things, I hang out with the people I need to hang out with. But I got that text and it just like, it had nothing to do with what I was actively doing that day. But it gave me the strength that I needed to like push through and get out of that mode of like, oh, I feel so bad and I just want to like go home and all this stuff. And in hindsight, maybe I should have gone home, but just to be like encouraged in that way, especially with the pod. Like I mentioned this with Teva, like our podcast, Life in Between, has seen a lot of success. And the scary part about doing a podcast on your own is like, will we see that? Will we see that success? Will I see that same success? And obviously they're different variables. We've got two like different areas of influence that are coming in to take in our content. We're talking about a very specific like theme that's a little more grounded and based on the times, right? Like it's relevant. And mine, obviously, I'm not saying that mine isn't relevant, but it's different. And so I'm thankful for just the success that I've seen and being able to like look at the success differently. I think for right now, part of the success has been my consistency and really putting in the work to make that happen. And it's a little harder I struggle like with how far ahead I actually can be, because again, I'm kind of like recording as the ideas come and not necessarily like, 10 episodes ahead or anything like that. And so there'll be these spurts where I'll get ideas, I'll record them, and I'll be, 5 episodes ahead. And then as those things kind of come out, then I'll get some more ideas and so on and so forth. And so it's been a lot of fun doing this, and I've just been happy, like, and to get that encouragement, like it really did something to my heart, because sometimes you just need to know that somebody else sees it, and sometimes you just need to know that somebody else thinks that what you're putting out is good. I mean, we've got 100, we're way past 100 listens now, and And that's super encouraging. And I think the volume of my work also makes that happen, because now I don't need as many listens per episode to reach that, because I have a ton of episodes out right now. Like in a few weeks, Life in Between, we should have finished that a long time ago in terms of season 1, but we've officially, like on Friday, that's our last episode for season 1. And I think I'm a couple episodes behind, like a full season's worth of Life in Between now. And so the volume is definitely different, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm just thankful. And so hopefully this wasn't too rambly. But point being, be an encouragement to your friends. Like if there's the adage, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. That's fair. That has legs. But also, if something good comes to your head, say it. Like, it costs you nothing to be an encouragement. It costs you nothing. It is completely free of charge. If anything, you gain something. You lose absolutely nothing from being an encouragement to a friend. And so do it when God impresses it on your heart to say something nice to somebody. Do it. Because you never know the impact that has on somebody. You never know the impact that it has on that person. Timmy didn't know that was something I needed to hear, but his response, glad I could affirm you in that. Like, that's real. And I love him. And so, Timmy, I love you. Thank you for the encouragement. And don't sneeze, don't sneeze, don't sneeze. Shout out Low Fly Productions. I'm going to sign off before I sneeze and make a mess. So, nightly musers, I love you. Be an encouragement to those around you. It's FREE. That spells free, baby. Come on. Just do it. And see what happens. It's free of charge. Nothing to lose. And touched hearts to gain. Peace.